You learned the sound of danger before you learned the shape of safety. The pause before a door opened. The change in breathing across the room. The silence that meant something was wrong, even when no one said your name. You became small without being told. Careful without being taught. Quiet before anyone asked. Your body understood the room faster than your mind could explain it. And somewhere inside that small nervous system, a question began forming without words. When no one stands between you and the world, what does protection even feel like? Protection was supposed to be a feeling before it was a thought. A body beside you, a voice that stayed steady, a presence that made the world smaller when the world became too much. But you learned something different. You learned that distress made the room colder. Need made the air heavier. Fear made you look inconvenient. So your nervous system began doing the work of protection by itself. It scanned, it predicted, it softened your voice. It studied every face for weather. Not because you were dramatic, because being surprised felt dangerous. You did not become sensitive for no reason. You became sensitive because sensitivity helped you survive. You became very good at disappearing while still being present. You could smile with a tight chest. Answer softly while your stomach folded in. Act normal while your body counted exits. This is what happens when emotional protection is missing. The outside learns obedience. The inside learns alarm. You may have looked calm, helpful, mature, easy. But calm was not always peace. Sometimes calm was a locked door inside your throat. You learned to need less, ask less, expect less. And every time no one noticed, the lesson grew deeper. Safety was not something given. Safety was something you had to manufacture alone. Later, you may have wondered why closeness felt complicated, why kindness made you suspicious, why silence felt like punishment, why calm people still made your body prepare for impact. The past did not stay in the past. It became posture, tone, timing, the way your shoulders rose before difficult conversations, the way you apologized before knowing what was wrong. You were not broken. You adapted. A nervous system without emotional shelter learns to become its own roof, its own wall, its own locked window. But a body built for protection can become lonely inside its own defenses. And loneliness can feel familiar enough to be mistaken for safety. There is grief in realizing how early you had to become alert. Grief for the softness that had no place to land. For the fear that became intelligence. For the quiet child who kept reading the room, hoping the room would finally read you back. And still, beneath all that adaptation, something remained. Not loud, not untouched, but alive. The part of you that wanted gentleness did not disappear. It waited underneath the watchfulness. It waited beneath the careful smile, beneath the prepared apology, beneath the old belief that needing protection made you too much. You were never too much. You were underprotected. And the body that once learned to brace can slowly learn the shape of being held.